Hello Scorpio, and welcome to your June 2018 monthly tarot reading. So already I feel like this reading is going to be a very special and charged one because I am getting a lot of messages just from these two cards alone. So I'll go into that, but these two cards are your energy cards. I already picked them off camera for you. Now, the first card you have here is the card of the Lizard. So, Leo also got this Lizard card. Some of you may have Leo Moon Rising or Leo Dominant placements, or Leo may be in a very special placement in your chart that you are focused on right now. So I do suggest you go and look at that video. But the difference between this card and the one Leo got. So first, let me explain what this Lizard card, this Lizard energy is all about for some of you Scorpios. So the Lizard is a very psychic and feeling animal. The Lizard is very in tune, has almost like a sixth sense. The Lizard can see what other people don't see, and I feel like this is very true for Scorpios. Scorpios have that tendency to look past the veil, the mask that people are wearing. Scorpios, I feel like, can see another person's energy. They can see a person's thoughts and feelings and see their intentions and see that kind of written on their face, which is why Scorpios don't always think, the model or the apparent prettiest or most handsome person in the room is the most handsome or the most beautiful person, because Scorpios can see people's energy. So that is the Lizard, and the Lizard can also hear what has yet to be spoken. The Lizard can very much see what has yet to be manifested. The Lizard sees potential. That is the energy we're dealing with for some of you Scorpios. So the energy is really instinctual and sensitive to the subtle and very much of a dreamlike energy. Now, with this Lizard energy, it is very easy to be sort of overwhelmed by the crowd. It's that sense of taking on the emotion that is in the room. So big crowds and overstimulation can really drain the Lizard of its energy, and so it's saying to return to this really balanced state of the Lizard. You want to return to your inner artist. Now, for some of you Scorpios who are resonating with this Lizard, you will know when you are in balance, when you are feeling very telepathic and very spiritual and grounded in your own emotions, when you don't feel like you're taking on other people's emotions or the emotions of the room. Now you'll know you're out of balance when you're feeling elusive or numb, or maybe even turning yourself off to the spirit or to your sixth sense or to emotion. You'll know that you're out of balance if you're feeling non-committal or even flaky. Now, to bring into balance, you should try to work on a creative project. Try to put your creativity into something. So with that being said, the difference between this Lizard card that you Scorpios are getting and the Lizard that Leos are getting is, immediately when I drew this card, I thought camouflage. Now, for some of you, this could mean that when you're out of balance, you're hiding yourself. You're kind of sticking to the shadows, as a Scorpio tends to do. Scorpios don't really put themselves up on the pedestal. Scorpios like to stick to the back. They don't like to be seen. They want to observe, and they want to be the shadow in the room. So immediately I thought of camouflage. Now, another thing that camouflage is, when a Lizard changes its skin to fit in, that's another thing, Scorpios, that you could be dealing with this month that will really hinder you doing things to fit into the crowd. Scorpio, you are the sign that is the most eccentric, the most, perhaps not the most eccentric, but the most psychic, the deepest sign, the darkest sign. And in that case, people will inherently think that you are weird and dark and mysterious, and inherently people will either be drawn to you or put off by you. And I feel like a lot of you Scorpios out there just really want to be part of the crowd and really want to be normal and really want to be perhaps like a Leo that shines bright. Some of you want to be a Cancer or a Pisces, one of your other fellow water signs that seem to have it easier with other people. You don't want to be this dark and menacing figure all the time, so you put on your camouflage and you change to fit in. So I feel like that's really what a lot of you may be dealing with. And so also similar with the Lamb energy, very, very similar message. So the Lamb here, this is another overall energy for some of you. Now, with the Lamb, it says that the energy is very peaceful, prophet, that word, and patient. So the Lamb is a bearer of important messages, and it can only be heard when a deep level of quiet has been established. So Lamb energy is the honest guidance that you hear from an old friend, a young child, or even from a surprising stranger. Now, though the Lamb's message may channel through another person, its wisdom will always resonate with you. So for this month, for some of you, it's really going to be paying attention to these messages, seeing what resonates with you and what doesn't. Now, this message will continue to repeat as lessons in our life continue to repeat until we finally get it and it finally clicks. If you have been encountering the same type of person over and over and over again, it's because you aren't getting a message, you aren't learning a lesson. If you keep meeting really rude people, the same very rude and obnoxious person over and over again, but in different people, it seems like you're not getting a message, you're not understanding the lesson, and therefore the universe keeps sending you these lessons. Now, you will know that your Lamb energy is in balance when you are feeling a sense of knowing and a sense of inner peace. But you'll know that you're out of balance when you're finding yourself to be quiet and timid and maybe even a little shy and concerned. You'll find yourself out of balance when you feel like you know nothing, you feel disconnected from the universe, when you feel restless. Now, to bring this Lamb energy into balance this month, it says to meditate and to just listen. Now, the inherent message that I got when this card came out was immediately, this song has been stuck in my head for some reason this entire month. And there's a line in it that goes like the lamb to the slaughter buried in water. So for some of you, I mean, this message really resonates with that sheep mindset, that sheep mentality, being a part of a herd instead of being the person who leads the herd. And so I know I've already spending 8 minutes talking about these two energies, but Scorpio, I mean, I've only spent like perhaps 30 seconds talking for the other readings, but Scorpio, I feel this is very essential and this is a really special reading. This reading just feels different from the other ones I've done for this month, so I might have to conduct this a bit differently. But I feel like a lot of you Scorpios are hiding in the shadows, hiding in the darkness, wanting to be part of the crowd, not knowing your true self, not living your true authenticity, kind of being aware of what other people think about you. And you understand as a Scorpio, you're like, this is totally weird. Why am I feeling this way? Why do I care what other people think? And it's just an energy that you have to deal with. So a lot of you have this sheep mentality right now, perhaps wanting to be one with the crowd. But Scorpio, you're different and dark and mysterious for a reason. You are the special snowflake of the zodiac for the reason being that you are supposed to be wild and free and dark and mysterious, and you're supposed to embrace that. Because it is a really beautiful sign and a really beautiful sign to be. Now, those are the two energies that we are dealing with for you, Scorpio. I'm going to choose a major arcana card for another overall message. So already I'm doing this a bit differently. This video might even take a bit longer than the other signs. Just because of, wow, just because of how this energy is feeling for me and how it's going. So the first card we have is life experience, and since I chose 2 animal cards for you, Scorpio, I'll go ahead and choose 2 of these major arcana cards just to see what may come up. Okay, and then we have the star. So 16 and 17. So we have life experience, and then we have the star. So this says a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change, time to spread your wings. And then we have the star. So happy times, make positive, optimistic, long-term plans on the right path. Okay. Where to begin? I feel like a lot of you Scorpios are dealing with something right now. Honestly though, when are you not? But Scorpio, I feel like some of you have been in a rut as of recently. Some of you have been really struggling to find your place, really struggling to keep your habits, your good habits, really struggling to find balance in this world. Now, Scorpio, understand that there is a season. Everything has a time for itself. So some of you Scorpios are in the season of winter right now. Some of you guys are in the season of waiting. A lot of you want to grow, and a lot of you want to be in summer and be in spring. You want to blossom. You want to be ambitious and feel that heat, but a lot of you feel numb and feel as if you're in a rut right now. Scorpio, you need to understand that again, there is a season for everything, and some of you are in your winter, which means some of you really need to just sit back and learn from the experiences you are being dealt with right now. So we also have the star here. And this card to me, Scorpio, is telling me that you want to be the star, you want to shine, you want people to notice you. Which is perhaps why some of you are going towards the route of trying to fit in, because you have been for so long this dark, this mysterious, this person that people cannot understand, and you think to shine your light you have to be a person that other people can understand and relate to, and that other people can see and not be afraid of. But that is completely untrue, Scorpio. Couldn't be further from the truth. You are already the star, and by trying to blend in, you are hindering yourself. Now, Scorpio, these 2 cards of the lizard and lamb, again, are very, very intuitive, very psychic, very, very enlightened cards. These are cards about energy, psychic ability. Scorpio, you very much have the power in your life to be the star. Right now you are going through big changes, through a lot of life experience. You are growing right now, even if it seems like you are going nowhere. Now the star is you, Scorpio. It says happy times, make positive, optimistic, long-term plans, and on the right path. You may feel as if things are going wrong right now. You may even feel as if you're going nowhere right now. But again, this is all your life experience. This is your journey of becoming a star. Now, some of you will be feeling especially very sensitive and very empathic and very intuitive this month. And some of you may be trying to block that out. But you need to embrace it. Embrace your difference. Embrace being that Scorpio that you are. I think once you finally become centered in yourself again, and once you finally become confident in who you are again, you will really come to the self-realization, self-actualization, and you will be the star, essentially. Scorpio, you shine the brightest when you are 100% you. I feel like a lot of Scorpios can be hard on themselves, wishing that they were like other people, wishing that they didn't know the things that they knew, or were so attracted to the dark, to the supernatural, to the having these powers that other people, it doesn't come naturally to them. I feel like with a lot of Scorpios there might be this need to be normal, or this wanting to be normal. And again, a lot of people have been getting this Knight of Earth card. This is another overall what is developing for you. Okay, so a lot of people are getting Kings and Knights of Earth. So this Earth energy is what's developing for you. You're becoming loyal, dedicated, honorable, and kind. So it's saying time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments, a guardian angel. This card highly suggests that you have powers, that you have angels, that you have spirit guides, that you have God, the universe, on your side, watching over you, proceeding over what is happening over you this month. Now, what can really get you out of balance from this, reaching this stable Earth energy, from being grounded, is this energy of air, which is going with the flow. And normally this is a great thing, but for you Scorpio, you shouldn't be going with the flow in this case, especially this month. Now let me explain what that means. For you Scorpios right now, going with the flow of the crowd, that is a key word, is really detrimental to you. Doing what other people are doing, following in the footsteps of other people, agreeing with other people because you want to be agreeable, detrimental. So the King of Air is brilliant, impartial, professional, and diplomatic. This is the King of Air. But what is blocking us are the negative traits of the King of Air. So this King of Air speaks their mind with confidence, and they seek out professional advice, and they balance their mental and emotional considerations. Now, what you want to watch out for is when this card is in reverse. This is what you want to watch out for. This is when you are out of balance. This is what's going to be hindering you. So you know you will be hindering yourself when you are not speaking your mind, when you are just being agreeable, when you are being the sheep mindset, when you are camouflaging yourself. You know you are blocking yourself essentially from being the star, from being this Knight of Earth, from being intuitive and being authentic and being you. You know you're blocking yourself when you are lacking confidence in yourself, not being sure of yourself, when you're not seeking out professional advice, and when you're just looking at what people on Twitter are saying and agreeing with them and thinking that their word is law, okay? You know that you're going to be blocking yourself when you are emotionally and mentally out of balance. Those things need to be balanced for you this month, Scorpio. So those are definitely things to keep in check. Now let's see what is going to be potential challenges, situations shaping you for this month of June, Scorpio. So this is the first half of the month. We have Five of Fire, competing goals, bothersome details, and conflict with others. Scorpio, some of you have been in conflict with others. And again, Scorpio, you are a very highly awakened person. I feel like if you're watching this, you are very intuitive, very psychic, very awakened and enlightened and spiritual. Some of you, I feel, may be frustrated with the fact that people are still asleep, with the fact that people don't understand the things you don't understand, that you understand, excuse me. You might be very frustrated with the fact that people are not waking up. You're like, why was it so easy for me to wake up the moment I was given a piece of truth? Why was it so easy and so fast for me? And yet all of you are so blind and continuously doing what it is that is unconscious and unawake. So the first half of the month, there's going to be a lot of competing goals and just bothersome things and a lot of conflict with others. Now, how are you going to get through that, Scorpio? Let's see. Let's ask the cards. Ace of Air, okay. So Ace of Air says brilliant new ideas and inspiration, seeing the truth of the situation, a challenging beginning. Right, so seeing the truth of the situation, Scorpio, isn't that all you're good at seeing? Seeing the truth? You are able to lift the veil. You are able to see past the illusions, to see past the mind matrices. You are able to know people. You can see through people's souls, essentially. That's the trademark Scorpio stare. They say people who are getting stared at by a Scorpio, they feel like a Scorpio is seeing through their soul. So, Scorpio, you can see the truth of the situation. And this also says a challenging beginning. So, this is really good news because I feel like this says that because you are having challenges and conflict, that means you're growing, and this is your new beginning. If you weren't having some sort of thing that you had to be going through right now, you wouldn't be growing, you wouldn't be mastering something. So take the conflict around you right now as a challenge to grow, as a growth experience, okay? You can see the truth of the situation. So if you are having conflict with another person, it could just be that the truth of the situation is this person is not at the same level as you. Let's say the person is not very much enlightened. They're still asleep. But you see that and you're frustrated and you just want them to understand, but they don't. The truth of the situation is, look, everyone is different. They take time. And you can't really force someone to wake up. They have to want it themselves. See the truth for it, what it is, and don't get so deep into it. Don't get so fed up and intertwined with it. Just see like, okay, they're not awake. There's not much I can do for them except speak my own truth and leave it at that. Now, the truth of the situation could also just be realizing that with every problem, there is an opportunity to grow and to change and to transform. Scorpio, you are the sign of transformation. You are the snake that sheds its skin. You are the phoenix that rises from the ashes. You are the wolf that effortlessly, or with great effort, I should say, since Scorpio, I feel like if you are a Scorpio, your life hasn't been easy. With great effort, you are the wolf that climbs the mountain to get to the top. So, really, all this is saying is you may have conflict, but take this as your beginning. This is a new beginning. Every good story has challenges and problems. Take all your conflicts and problems and situations and competing goals, take it as a challenge to grow. Take it as your new beginning. Be excited that you're going somewhere, Scorpio. Towards the middle of the month, we have Two of Water. So this says a relationship that continues to grow closer. Some of you may be deepening your bond with your friends or family. Some of you, this could be on a spiritual level, deepening your bond, since we have a lot of universal spiritual energies coming through these cards, especially with these two very spiritual, psychic, and enlightened animals here. These cards can very much be talking about growing in a closer relationship with the universe, with your higher self, with your spirit guides, with these otherworldly beings, Scorpio. We have forgiveness. Scorpio, you have been hurt. There is no hiding that fact. You know it, I know it. If you're a Scorpio, chances are your heart has been beaten a million ways, and in the middle of the month, this energy is great for forgiveness, and you might even find yourself naturally inclining to forgiveness. In fact, your heart just may be naturally healing itself and naturally repairing and naturally forgiving. You're going to be letting go. Now, that doesn't mean that you won't be getting any revenge, Scorpio. Some of you are all about that, not to be stereotypical, but Scorpio, you are going to forgive and you are going to heal, and by becoming a better person and developing, revenge is such an ugly word, right? But you are going to be becoming a better person and developing. You are going to be becoming the star. You are going to shine and you're going to be so enlightened, and the people who have hurt you, some of them are very well going to be stuck in the past. They're going to be stuck in their negativity. They're going to be stuck in that body of hurting other people, of being negative, of being this person that inflicts wounds, and you are going to grow out of that, and they're going to see you basically having a glow up, basically being this new, enlightened, and happy person, and they're going to resent you for that. And that is your revenge, Scorpio. There's no need to take action to get someone back, because you growing and being happy and developing on your own is the best revenge that you could ever get on people who have hurt you. And that is very much going to be what's going to be taking place towards the middle of the month. Summer is coming, and I feel like a lot of you are going to be working out, self-development, becoming happier, becoming more beautiful, becoming the star. And it says a positive resolution of conflict. So whatever is going on, Scorpio, you are going to find peace inside of yourself. You are going to find happiness inside of yourself. You are going to forgive and heal your heart this month. Now towards the end of the month, another beautiful sign, Scorpio. Things are looking up. The end of a difficult situation and taking a trip. Need I say more? Things are looking up for you, Scorpio. Everything that you have been through, you're going to see the light at the end of the tunnel. That has been an overlapping message in a lot of these readings, but for you, Scorpio, I feel it is especially important. And because you are a water sign, I know we've already been 26 minutes into this, but oh geez. Scorpio, you are this is a very special reading. This reading is I feel very connected right now with this reading. Because you're a water sign, I'm going to be choosing a mermaid card for you to see what other messages are coming through. If I can just stop dropping huge chunks of this deck, that would be nice. How was your day, Scorpio? How have you been? How have you been doing? You don't get asked that a lot, don't you? You're always asking other people. Hopefully you guys are doing good. Again, there's light at the end of the tunnel, Scorpio. A lot of healing taking place. New beginnings, healing, and things looking up. Your adventure is just beginning, Scorpio. Things are really turning around for you. Okay, we have beauty. Let's see, where should I put this? So we have this beauty card here, Scorpio. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have this reflections card. So this is what may be blocking. So Scorpio, we have beauty. So this card is all about realizing your own authentic beauty. Realizing that you are unique and you do not have to be anyone but yourself. Realizing that society may have standards and people may think you're weird, but the fact that you are authentically 100% you is what makes you beautiful and attractive and what makes you so magnetic. Why do you think people are so attracted to Scorpios and so hypnotized by Scorpios? It's because Scorpios naturally live in embracing their darkness and embracing the parts of them that people want to throw away, embracing that dark energy, embracing that raw and primal knowing of yourself, embracing that sensuality. Scorpio, you are perhaps one of the most authentic people, one of the most authentic signs. You are one of the most, I feel like, especially in your childhood, Scorpio, you haven't had a problem at all being 100% you, but as of late, you've been kind of struggling with showing your true self, and you don't quite know why. It used to be so easy and you used to be so fearless, and for some of you, you may just be feeling like you don't know why you can't really express these things, why you can't express yourself as you did before, why you're so afraid to show your skin as you did before. This card is coming to remind you that you are beautiful, you are spirit, you are divine. And when you are authentically embracing yourself and when you're 100% authentically you, that is when you're the most attractive and magnetic. We have this reflections card that says what you can contemplate will actualize. This is perhaps what is blocking you. So your own self-degrading, your own negative thoughts are the only thing that is hurting you. So again, just checking to see if your thoughts line up with the person you want to be. Okay, Scorpio? And I'm going to pick a healing card for you as the very last card to see what healing is taking place for you this month of June 2018. All right, we have dreams. So Scorpio, some of you are going to be having a lot of signs and synchronicities in your life at this time, especially in your dreams. Your dreams are going to be very symbolic. Your dreams are going to be very telling of what is going on. You're a very psychic sign. Some of you Scorpios may have kind of detached yourself or kind of tuned out a bit because you have been so caught up in whatever it is you've been caught up in, whether it be your self-image or problems going on. And in fact, Scorpio, I feel as if some of you have only just begun, camouflaging yourself and hiding and becoming one with the crowd and really putting yourself aside because of something that has happened in the past that kind of rocked your boat in a sense. You might have just gotten out of a relationship with someone, or your friends might have left you, or you may have been hurt by someone you really trust and cared about, and that kind of flipped your whole world around, and you're kind of feeling like, the one person you gave your heart to, that you trusted with everything, kind of just like flipped your entire world around, and you're just trying to like figure out what to do. And that's kind of why you're out of balance and why you're kind of going crazy a bit this month. But this dreams card is saying that you have signs from your spirit guides, from your God, from the universe, from light beings, from angels, whatever you believe in. They're sending you signs and synchronicities back to back to back, and you may not be paying attention to it, but they're also communicating with you in dreams. So this month is also a good month to really perhaps even keep a dream journal. And look at this. Bottom of the deck, Scorpio. Didn't I say like a few minutes ago that you were the Phoenix Rising? And here we have the Phoenix Rising card. So I'm going to put that out there as well. That couldn't be, more right or true or powerful. Scorpio, you are the Phoenix Rising. This is your month of growth and change and transformation. So I know you really like what this all is about to me, Scorpio. Something has happened in the past. You are very psychic. You are very aware. You are very enlightened. You are very intuitive. And you may be feeling overstimulated by all these psychic insights, by all these people's feelings, by all these energies. You may be feeling overwhelmed. What I get the feeling is that something has happened in the past, either someone or something or some situation has really rocked your boat, different from anything you have ever been through before, because this kind of made you flip the switch on yourself, and now you're starting to question yourself, which, Scorpio, is like something big for you, because most Scorpios are very secure in themselves, very self-centered in themselves. So something has happened in the past that has caused you to kind of flip the switch and kind of start to question yourself and kind of start to shy away. I feel like, especially true for some of you, I just have to say it again. You gave your trust to someone, you gave your heart to someone perhaps even, and they totally took it and they smashed it and they pulled the rug from under your feet, they pulled the floor from under your feet, and you feel as if you're just like, why couldn't I see this? Like, why did I, you're very out of it right now because of what had happened to you. And you're just trying to essentially become the star again, become the star of your show. You're trying to rise out of this, find your balance, finding this earth energy, finding this person that speaks their mind, that is confident, that speaks their truth. And again, this is just all life experience, Scorpio. You are strong. So again, in the beginning, this is your beginning, Scorpio. Whatever has happened, that was the ending of a new chapter, of an old chapter, excuse me. That was the purging, that was the throwing away of the old. This is your new chapter now, and you're facing a lot of conflict, a lot of confusion. But take that as a good sign, because that just means that these are opportunities to grow. See the truth behind all the situations, and see this as a challenging new beginning. And then towards the middle of the month, Scorpio, we have more developments, whether in your personal relationships or spiritual relationships or relationship with yourself, or all three, hopefully. Towards the end of the month, it's just saying, look, Scorpio, you're doing good. You're doing great. Things are looking up. Things are getting better. Okay? The end of the difficult situation is here. And then we have this beauty card telling you pay attention to your thoughts, with this reflection card blocking it. This beauty card is telling you, you are beautiful. You are authentically you. There's no other you, that you are just this amazing creature of dark and depth, and you are so amazing. And you have to realize that again. You have to love yourself again. You have to be the you that you were before whatever happened. You need to find your grounding, and how you can really change how you see yourself and how you see the world is by your reflections. Whatever you're thinking about will become your reality. And then we have dreams and Phoenix rising, paying attention to signs and synchronicities, and realizing that you are being guided by your spirit guides, by your angels, by your God, your universe, whatever you believe in, you are being guided. And then realizing that you are the Phoenix rising out of the ashes, Scorpio, okay? This was ridiculously longer than all the other videos. I'm so sorry, but hopefully it was helpful, and hopefully you guys loved it. So Scorpio, I wish you the best of luck on your journey, and I'll see you next time. Bye!